Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're live. I believe we are live. Yes. Let me make sure that it works. Today is day 15. We got some nice big changes. We got some cool changes coming up for X-Copilot, and I'm excited to share with you guys. I don't know how much building we'll do. I'll try to do as much as possible. Probably just try to fix some bugs and stuff like this. And I haven't used it yesterday, unfortunately, because it's just been so busy building and completely restructuring everything. So we're gonna get through. All right, guys, let's just get started. So where are we at? As you guys can see, maybe if you have been following along, we have updated a lot of stuff. All right. So what do we got going on? This X-Copilot. As you can see, the brand new and improved X-Copilot. A little bit of a new theme. We do have the domain live now as well. We are on xcopilot.dev, as you guys see. And maybe I move it over here, but guys, top right, so you guys can kind of see here. But I don't know. I'm gonna put my camera here, actually. Sorry. Okay, so this is it. We are moved to. We have moved this to. A separate to a real domain with tenants, and we have a proper X API integrated. We actually have Stripe that was going to be set up soon. Let me see. Is it? We still need to set up the Stripe subs. I'm going to show you guys here on Cursor. So yeah, we're making this into a real. We're turning this into a real product that you guys can pay for. And if you guys follow along, you can actually try to use this. We're going to have some Stripe subscriptions, $12 a month, $36 a month, and $99 a month. And this is just going to end up paying for the X API credits if whoever ever wants to use it. We just have an admin email that we set. So if you guys are cloning this, and if you guys are trying to run this yourself, again, this is open source. So you could technically run this yourself. But let me just get back here and get to the fun stuff. So everything remains the same. The only thing is we got proper Google Auth. So I'm just signing out here. This is how the page looks when you first sign in. We do have some proper user journeys and stuff like this. So I'm not going to go over it too much, but the idea is we do Google, continue with Google or continuing with X. Oh my goodness. Are we on the right page? Yeah. So we set up the auth already correctly. So for Google, you will need to do it through Google Cloud Console, GCP, or Google Console Portal, one of those two. And you will need to create a client for auth, etc., etc. So you can set this up pretty simple. Same with X. You can just go to the dev console and you set up authentication with the redirect URL, etc., etc. So if you use Google, I'm just going to log in really quick. If you log in with Google, again, it's just going to start with only a whitelisted account because this is still technically we're testing. Once, maybe tonight or probably by tomorrow, we will be able to get it to work for others. So you can also sign up, maybe a free plan, we can figure it out. And so for the pricing for the Stripe, we're going to have to set it up off stream. I'm going to set up all the price IDs and put it in. And so here's the actual product. It remains the same. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work right now. So today I wanted to take some time to actually try and get it to work. I'm still a little bit skeptical here on the actual using the actual API because you can see it's 5 cents. Oh, here we go. We do have the Stripe stuff. It's just not hooked up, so you can't really subscribe. But yeah, Pulse. And essentially the way this works, guys, is we get credits per month, and our idea is the credits are just a wrapper for usage credits. So right now for this spend, it shows you the raw spend that you spend through X API. But when we push this with real plans, I'll just show you the amount of credits your plan gives you. So instead of dollars spent, it just be credit spent, maybe like a bar. And that's really it. It's all meant to pay for the X API credits. This is basic stuff. We got some nice user journeys, nice UI, a little bit of mobile optimization, etc., etc. So I'm going to click start. And again, when you first sign up, I'll ask you to to fill in a quick questionnaire so you can create the agenda properly, link your X right here. If you see Scout operator, it shows it's already who it's linked to, my account, and the email, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and start Scout. I'm pretty sure it's going to error out from what I remember. Yes, we have this error here, error 401. We gotta go and just handle this. I'm gonna go back to Cursor and show you guys how to do this. So we go back to Cursor here and let's handle this. Alright guys, if you have your coffee, let's get some coffee up in here. Alright. I just gave Cursor the prompt. By the way, Grok 4.6 is pretty nice. I gave Cursor the prompt here, and we'll kind of give it a second so we don't rush. See what it says. And meanwhile, I'm gonna check my. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna check my dashboard. We are pushing a lot of cool stuff today as well for Mergestorm. We're pushing an additional fleet of agents, 3 more agents for a review, and we're also pushing a custom router. So that's gonna land soon. Let me see. We have let me just check something. I want to see if I can land this PR before I move forward, because did we do Tempest review on this already? Yes, we have. This is a major one for the smart routing and stuff. So I'm just gonna merge this one. I guess I can show you guys this. Let's go back to the workflow. Are we on Cursor? Yes. So Cursor is just probing. I forgot we are using Gemini. So we could, if we go to the settings, let me see. We are kind of shifting gears a little bit, right? We're not doing this. This is my Mergestorm stuff. We're not doing this like personal. This is more like a real production stuff. So the admin, I guess, is fine. We got admin operators and stuff like this. But what I'm concerned about is here we should have the settings. Yeah. So for these here, the LLM provider, for example, we don't really need to surface this. This is another thing. For the LLM provider, we can just skip it and not surface this one, make it a back-end setting. Why? Because users don't really need to know or care what LLM we use. They just care about the credits that it's used. And plus, we're not charging them for any LLM usage, so it's really not of their concern. And plus, it's not even going to make it any better. If they end up choosing DeepSeek or Opus or Fable, I mean, it's not going to make it any better, really. There's no point. So that's another thing we need to deprecate. Back to Cursor. So here's what it told us about why it was failing. Google returns 401. Expect the physical is gonna. In Google AI Studio API keys, create a new key. Auth keys are fine. Confirm the cloud project has generative language API enabled. Paste it as Gemini API key in the droplet env, and I will restart the API. Optional setting over DeepSeek. Just. Oh, it's a valid too. Oh, I see. I see what happened. We ended up rotating the keys because we kind of leaked everything. So I'm actually going to do that right now. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to rotate the keys again. So let me go to Gemini. I need to create a new API key. Yeah, because I kind of leaked everything a couple of days ago. So I'm going to just recreate the Gemini key and the DeepSeek. Let's just forget about DeepSeek now. Let me just do Gemini only. It's generating the key now. Okay, let me put it in, the new key, into our XENV. There it is. Okay. Okay, try again because I updated the key in the env. All right. Let me see here. So we're back here. Yep. I pretty much updated the key already in the env. So let me see if it worked now. So it was just a LLM issue. It wasn't even a XAPI issue. Yeah, and another follow-up here, we're gonna just deprecate the settings for the LLM. It's gonna probe the Gemini key, make sure that it works. We're just using the basic free model here. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna have it open an issue and a PR to deprecate the model selection in the settings. Alright, this one, we're just gonna open an issue and a PR to close this gap. Let me order some food. It looks like it's gonna be using the new key. I'm gonna see this usage. I'm a little bit annoyed because I feel like it's gonna really burn my usage for XAPI, but we'll see. I want to go back to interacting with X. Yesterday I skipped a day just because we literally migrated everything to production. So that was why. It was kind of a pain. So we're just gonna deprecate this. The LLM should be working, so what is this? API restarted using a new key. The 401 is gone. Scout will still fail until the project is allowed. This is on Google side. Create a key on a different Google Cloud project. Enable generative language API. Oh my goodness. Okay, man. Generative language API. Jeez, bro. What does they want from me, man? Okay, man. I'm gonna try this. I don't... Why make life so hard? It was just working fine before. I don't understand. It's talking about create a key on a different Google Cloud project. Enable generative language API. What? Bro, what is it talking about? Bro, generative language API. I need to enable that. I love it. Google loves to overcomplicate everything. I don't know why, man. What generative language API? Why do I need to enable it? I have no idea what's going on, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm here in Google Studio trying to figure out what is going on. There's no such thing. Generative language API? Jeez, bro. I have no idea what it's talking about. What the? Why? It blocks the cloud project. Please contact support. I tried. What? I don't understand. What the heck? Guys, I'm freaking. This is, Sorry for this delay. It's such a weird thing, man. I don't even know how to enable it. I have my API key. It doesn't allow me anything. Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait for Cursor to finish this. I don't know why it's such a pain. Why, bro? Yes. I'm not sure how to get the Google AI enabled generative API. What? Oh man, I'm gonna just open a parallel window because this takes forever, bro. I'm just gonna open a parallel one, bro. I ain't got time for this. This is confusing, bro. What do you mean? What are they talking about, man? It never had this issue. It was just working perfectly fine yesterday, and as soon as we switched it, all of a sudden it's breaking. Google Gemini, what are you doing? Just give me the API key. Why do I need to enable a million different services? It makes no freaking sense. Google has so many like sporadic services. You know, it has like Google Cloud Portal, and then it has like, which is separate from your API stuff. Everything is separate and broken, and it's such a mess. Google Ads as well, like the UI. There's so many buttons and things to do, and it's just such a mess, man. I don't know. It feels like Google loves overcomplicated things. So what are they talking about? Do it on a new project. In the left nav, click projects. Oh man, I'm great. Oh, I see. What? Okay, it says click projects. Man, this pissed me off. Oh my god, bro. My thing is, I never had to do this before. Why? Why all of a sudden? All right, man. I'm gonna try to follow this. If the key is accepted now, it is no longer 401. Google then returns 403. Your project has been denied access. That is the same block we hit on August 11th. Both keys on that screenshot sit on default Gemini project. Oh man. Create a new project. Do not reuse default Gemini. Great. I don't know how to. Guys, this is. Okay, I create a new project. Let me try to follow the steps. Pick the new project. Okay. Here, I created a new key. Man. Okay. Here's the new key. I'm gonna go ahead and switch now. Paste my freaking key. And try that again. Oh man. We got that PR up though. We got that PR up. Man, let me see. Is it gonna work now? Jesus, man. Google, you're killing me, man. It did. I'm actually. This is really frustrating me, man. I don't like this at all. Yo, man. I gotta try to figure this out. I don't understand, man. Why is it blocking my project? What's wrong with my project? It's so weird. Google AI Studio. Is it because... Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure this out. They want you to set up billing. Man, scammers. They want me to set up billing. No. Okay, deprecate Gemini Flash. Don't want to touch it anymore. Just use my DeepSeek. Guys, I'm not using Gemini Flash anymore. This is trash. You can't even get a... I can't even properly use this. Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to set up billing? I'm supposed to attach my card just so they can randomly bill me when I am at my weakest? You know what I mean? What is this, man? Yo, I'm going back to DeepSeek. Are you kidding me, Google? Disappointment, bro. That's why nobody uses Gemini Flash. I can't even use it. Even if I wanted to, I can't use it. I'm supposed to give them my credit card. The only reason I used it was because it's free, and now I'm supposed to link my credit card so that in case I forget, you know, maybe a year down the line, it's just gonna leak my API key and you know, do an open tap on my card. Crazy, man. We're done. We're not touching. I'm not touching Gemini. We're completely gonna deprecate Gemini. This is not okay. I'm not dealing with this. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna deprecate Gemini. Sorry, bro. It's not good. It's just not good. Okay, I went ahead and updated the DeepSeek key in the ENV. No longer use Gemini. I don't want to use it. I do not want to link my card. Gemini is bad for a reason and nobody is using it. Deprecate Gemini entirely. Deprecate the LLM model selection. We don't need anything. Just simple DeepSeek v4 Flash. That's all we need. That's all we're going to use. I updated the API key already. I rotated it, so go ahead and test it. Open up an issue and open up a PR. Done, bro. Thank you, Gemini. I mean, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Don't offer something for free and then take it away for some reason. And then it's such a scam. Crazy, man. We're going back to DeepSeek. If I'm going to be paying for something, I'm going to be paying DeepSeek. I'm not... DeepSeek, I love them. They actually value your dollars. Your American, whatever dollars you want to call them. I don't care if they use the data to advance their own Chinese models. Good for them. I mean, they're giving us pretty much free access to frontier intelligence. Meanwhile, Claude is charging you 100 times more for something that's barely twice as good. So yeah, well, I'm gonna give my money to the Chinese. At least they appreciate it. And $1 to the Chinese is the same as giving $100 to U.S. companies. So Gemini, man, yeah, it's just disappointing. Don't offer free and then restrict my account for what? I've never even barely used the app. I used it for 24 hours and they restrict you. It's ridiculous, man. Then don't offer it for free to begin with. That's my gripe with Google. All right, we're back here. Right, Grok Cursor is gonna cook this up. I think we have a PR in flight already. Let me check. Yeah, this is my gripe with Gemini. I tried to use it. You see, I haven't used it before. I don't care about it. I tried to use it. I said, okay, we're going to give it a try because Gemini, you know, it seems decent. We're going to try to use Gemini. And then what happens is they scam you. They try to charge you. So you have to actually add your credit card. We're going back to DeepSeek. So again, here's the X-Copilot. We're no longer going to have this. DeepSeek is the one we're going to use. And it should work after this, the actual scouting. And we'll be able to see how much it's actually... using our credits here, usage billing. Again, this guys is open source, so you guys can copy this and check out the code. It's on GitHub, and we're building this open source. So here's the PR. This is we're hiding the Scout LLM choice. We're gonna merge this already. So here we are on the official Mergestorm stack page, and here's Vortex is all clear. We're gonna merge this. Now here is our other product here. This is for Mergestorm exactly. This was a 2 PR stack. This is where we're adding the router, the smart router, and the additional sub-agents for the fleet. So this one is already done churning. We're just going to go ahead and land this as well, so we have nothing in flight. Now I'm going to go back to Cursor, and we got the parallel windows here. So this one is working on the new PR for just switching to DeepSeek completely. Sorry, Google. I mean, I'm still pissed. I want to. Can I show you guys this? I can try to show you. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, I can. I don't know if it'll let me log in, but it literally just says restricted. status restricted. As soon as I create a new project, it auto restricts it. Why? Because apparently they need me to add a credit card. That's crazy. No, thank you, man. Maybe later, but right now let's just go make the easier solution. DeepSeek here, nice and easy. All right, so I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I wanted to start actually use this before the end, so we can actually see how it burns the credits and if everything is working decent. Because I'm kind of missed a day yesterday. If you look at the X-Copilot, kind of missed a day yesterday. As you can see on the 13th, we did not. I think maybe we did one reply, maybe, but it barely counted it. So today, is this? Yeah, my streak is over as well. We had a 2-day streak here. I don't know if this one counted or not. But anyway, we'll figure this out here. Cursor Grok is pulling this together. I'm trying to think of anything else that we can work on while in parallel. I mean, everything else looks pretty good. Just the usage and billing, we can upgrade this to change the spend and the usage. See, it says 20,000 credits. I guess because I'm on the admin account, so it gives me the highest plan. But here for the usage, we should also have it match our credits essentially, and like the log. We don't really need an API log, so that's the thing. Here, just do this. So a couple of things. Let me see here. Okay, I want you to scope out this issue and open it up an issue and APR on GitHub. So for here, what the heck? Oh, sorry. Okay, so I wanted to open up an issue on GitHub and also open a PR to close this gap. So on our usage page, we are properly showing the credits used this month under usage, and then we show the plans, and then below the plans, we have the estimated spend for cards, and then we have the API log. I want to update this. So for the estimated spend, we no longer want to surface that for the user. Why would he care about how much dollars we spent through X API? This is an internal thing that should be available under the admin route. So we should have a /admin route that's only restricted to our whitelisted user, currently my email, and that's where you should be able to see the full logs for each tenant, unless we have already done that. Full logs for each tenant and all the requests. In the usage and billing, we can surface logs, but it should not be called API logs. It should just be called usage logs, and each log will show them how it's being used, especially when they fire off the Scout. But we should not include any real dollar amounts. It should just be the credits each kind of call use and how much credits they have remaining. So I would like you to please create an issue and open up a PR to close this gap. Now wait a second. There's a trick. We have parallel windows. They're both in the same workspace. So if I start work on this while this is still doing whatever it's doing, we're going to have a lot of weird conflicts. Because this is not running on separate machines and it's kind of running the same machine, I could do multiple workspaces in terms of like, we could do it where, we create a second folder, some weird thing like this, or sometimes Claude likes to do it in a temporary folder, so a .claude folder, where it will create the workspace for the repo, so you can work on parallel stuff. But if you're just using a tabbed agent in Cursor, it's just going to be in that one workspace right here, usually. And as you can see here, it's on a branch. So if I start this work here, it's going to collide with this branch. It's going to be kind of messy. So I like to do is just wait for this to open up the PR. It's almost done. It's just doing some type checks, and then it's just going to open it up. As soon as it opens the PR, then we can fire off the second one. Remember, this one is just deprecating all the old Gemini stuff, which we really don't like or need anymore. And so we're just going to, once that is done, this is more like a front-end slight polish here for the usage, and we should be decently good to go. Yeah, Gemini disappointed me today a little bit. I mean, I understand they want me to link a credit card in order to access their account, but it's just going to be a matter of time until they start charging me. And I definitely don't want to pay for Gemini if I'm going to be paying for anything, it might as well be DeepSeek. Why would I pay like 10 times over for Gemini and for 10% the quality? That's the other thing. If you're an AI lab, I mean, look at DeepSeek V4 Flash. They're like one of the cheapest models. If you're an AI lab and you're offering some sort of model and it's like worse quality than DeepSeek V4 Flash and you're charging like 10 times over, something is seriously wrong. Why would it makes no sense? I mean, people will still use it because they just use whatever is in front of them. A lot of people don't think too much, but any really heavy power users or like enterprise users are not gonna just waste money like that for no reason. So we have that PR open, is gonna churn, and I'm gonna open up this second one here. Yeah, DeepSeek is the only one that makes sense. The only other model I think is kind of actually getting pretty decent is Qwen. What is it? 3.7 Flash is pretty decent as well for the cost. But I want to see more models that cost cents on the dollar for millions of tokens. That's what we all need, because that will. It's like internet. It's like the internet, in when it first came out or whatever. You had dial-up connection that was painfully slow and painfully expensive. Same thing now. You have dial-up inference that's painfully slow, painfully expensive. So if we need those guys like DeepSeek, I have such immense respect for them. Of course they're losing money. I'm 90% sure they're losing money on every single inference call. Barely making it even, if anything. Maybe they're barely breaking even on inference. Just, who knows? Most likely losing money because they said they're going to raise the prices. But at the very least, they are trying. They are in the correct league when it comes to pricing. It's like 0.1 cent, whatever, for a million tokens. That's the correct price range, not $10 for a million tokens. Because as soon as you allow people and give them the option to get that quick 100 tokens per second inference for so cheap, it opens up an opportunity for new technologies, new ways to use AI. It completely, changes everything. And it puts those companies that are charging a lot of money for inference still, they're trying to go for that premium tier. It's gonna put them behind, because meanwhile all these cheap models are getting a huge amount of data flowing through them compared to those smart models. So it's just a matter of time until they'll just surpass them. We have DeepSeek V4 Flash, DeepSeek V4 Pro. I love how they just have two model tiers. You have the Pro one and like the cheap one. DeepSeek is just such an insane value for price. We're so lucky to have DeepSeek around, and the fact that their models are actually open weight, that's even more crazy. That means you'll be able to run DeepSeek in a couple of months. I mean, this is really insane. I really appreciate what DeepSeek is doing. I would love to join their team, but I'm not Chinese, so I'm pretty sure they do not allow any U.S. people to join DeepSeek. That's from what I heard. When they're hiring, I heard that they're not allowing any like non-Chinese nationals or something to join. Maybe that's wrong. But yeah, I don't think I could join DeepSeek even if I wanted to. But I really love DeepSeek. My favorite companies are DeepSeek. I mean, Anthropic is nice. It is a little bit of... Anthropic is nice just because they have something special, or at least it feels like they got something special going on. Even though like the way they're moving is not the best, and stuff like this, but it's like choosing the lesser of two evils. I'll just go with Anthropic compared to OpenAI. Grok is good as well, don't get me wrong. Cursor as well. I love Cursor. I've been using Cursor for years. I loved them when they were just a small team before the Grok acquisition. But the Grok acquisition, it seems to have turned out a little bit better than I thought, just because they're not like shoving it in your face. I mean, they are. Cursor Grok 4.6. I mean, bro, it's Cursor Composer with Grok's AI data centers. You know what I mean? With a little bit of extra training. I don't know, man. I mean, yes, I understand it's a really nice acquisition. It's really powerful for Cursor. They got huge amount of compute, and they've already developed an insane model, so it's only going to get better. But what I don't like is I don't like how we have Cursor Grok 4.6 and we have Grok 4.6. Cursor Grok 4.7, Grok 4.7. So what is it? Which one is it? Are it two separate models? Is it the same models? We have Grok Build, and then we have Cursor Grok. So what is the difference? And what, you know what I mean? It's just messy. Branding is so messy. But it is what it is. The model is fire, though. The model Cursor Grok 4.6 is fire. I love how they're kind of focusing on speed as well. We're starting to see different lanes kind of come out here. Cursor Grok 4.6, I would say it's in the same league, price-wise, performance-wise, and just experience-wise. It's in the same league as like DeepSeek V4 Flash. Why? Because on the Cursor Ultra account, you get pretty close to like unlimited usage for $200 a month. It's really nice usage. And all those resets and stuff, it's pretty much cheap, really, really cheap. One of the cheapest things you can get. And you get so much usage, not only just regular Grok, but also premium usage. Really nice. And I'm not sure how they're able to give you, for $200 a month, they give you like, what, $400 worth of API usage plus like $200 worth, probably like $1,000 worth of Grok usage. It's insane. All right, guys, I've been blabbing a lot, but here we go. We have some 2 PRs open. Let me go back to our dashboard here. So lately I've been living here. Lately I have been living in this dashboard here. So what do we got? We got a conflict here on main. So I'm gonna test this later. Right now I'm just gonna wait for it to finish churning, and then we resolve the conflict. So yeah, we just have these 2 PRs. We're just deprecating. Gemini Flash entirely, and we're going to move to DeepSeek V4 Flash again, as that's my favorite model, and it's cheaper and better and faster. And we're also kind of updating a little bit of the usage, so that we're not going to surface dollar spend. It makes no sense. Okay, this one's all clear. We're going to go ahead and copy this for agents. I'll show you guys here. It doesn't really matter which agent I give this to, but you can just copy this, paste this, and essentially just tells it to fix the merge conflicts on this repo. So it will fix it, and then Vortex will do another review, and it should be good. Now, with Vortex, again, I want to show you guys here. We do have, wow, GitHub scared me here. We do have like the specialists. So we have security specialists, performance specialists, and architecture specialists. There's only 3. We are adding 3 more or 2 more. Database and a couple of other specialists, in addition with the automatic smart router. So the smart routing is going to be like this. We have about 5 or 6 or 7 specialists for the review agents. But you don't really need to invoke all 5 or all 7 of them each time. So we added a router phase for Vortex. So it will first identify the PR, kind of scope it out, and figure out which fleet. So it'll automatically select the roster for you. So which fleet of agents do you really need to do this review? Like if it touches database stuff, sure, we'll grab our database sub-agent. If it doesn't, there's no real need. If it's a really small div PR, under 100 lines, we can say we don't really need any specialists. Why? It's such a small div. Why waste all these resources? Let's just do the regular core and call it a day. If it's a little bit like, medium-sized PR, okay, we can try to look at maybe grab an architecture specialist to make sure that we're not adding any noodle soup. Stuff like this is going to make it considerably better and more cost optimized, because right now it always fires those 3 specialists. So that means that it will cost around 4 credits per review. But this time with the smart routing, it'll select up to 3 specialists. So yeah, sometimes it might select all 3 or some subset of 3. But maybe other times it'll only select 1 or 2. So it's a smart router. It's not about charging you more. It's about making sure that the correct specialists get triggered at the correct time. So this is it, guys. I'm gonna end here. We have a couple of PRs churning that we need to get through, etc. And our Copilot is getting better. I'm pretty sure tomorrow we will be able to actually start using it a little bit more, and I'm gonna be using it overnight just to fix everything. But yeah, this has been a little bit of a polish, and we are actually moving forward with this to create this into a real product and service. And I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday as well, we should be all good to go with properly having everything set up, so you can actually sign up with Stripe signing up to a subscription, start using this, and start growing your X. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one.